Oh, really? Aragon is at war with the dual boys at this point. Interesting. Now, I should bring more boys to Syria. Like, look at this. I'm actually like Napoleon. I'm like invading Syria and crap. How cool is that? Ooh, thank you. Oh, yes! Oh, we can abolish democracy. Normal people wouldn't be so happy about that, but I am. Oh, that's satisfying. And the people love me for it. Yes, punish the liberals, fucking cunts. So Green, while I was gone, you did almost fuck all. No, I didn't do fuck all. I restarted. I restarted the game because I died. You know? Oh, nothing is quite as satisfactory as absolutism. Well, I had to restart. I had massive revolts in Italy, and I had liberal revolutions. You should have seen it, though, John. I had such a good game. I actually successfully invaded the dual monarchy and Spain. I fucking took Madrid. I conquered Rome. But then the Italians got salty and revolted, and all my prestige vanished, and I dropped out of great power status, and yeah, everything fell apart. Don't fuck it up then. Yeah, don't fuck it up, forehead. But look, we have new opportunities. So, I mean, I've achieved more at this point than I had in the previous game. So, like, for example, we have colonies in India. Speaking of, that's a lot of boys. Let's get them to Europe. Honestly, that's more dudes than I can bring on the current navy. Asia, yeah, give me another 4. And we have, we have the same African holdings. And we're unironically going crusading. So, like... So, regular 1848 happened to me? Yes. But, like, in regular 1848, Provence was not invading Rome. It was honestly my fault, though. I fucked up the reforms. I should have... I forgot to appoint the liberals, and I don't know. It's a long story, but I fucked it up. When you fuck up, you do not give up. You restart. Because you're a smart boy. This is super good though too currently. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good. Try to take Jordan in the peace deal so you can have a port on the Red Sea. Yeah, I do agree. You say crusading? Yeah, look, crusading. I occupy Jerusalem. These are my lands. But yeah, I was thinking about that, and I do agree. Let us secure Jordan. Or Syrian trans... That's a good point. Why can't I... Trans-Jordan Palestine. Like, why can't I take Lebanon, for example? Oh, I can. It's too expensive, though. I mean, it would make way more sense to claim this territory, but it looks better to take this, and so you know what I'm going to prioritize. Is it? Oh yeah, no. Wait, why can't I take Upper Syria? Wow, you actually have to border it in this mod? Well, that's a bit stupid. I mean, logical, but annoying. Yeah. Give me Transjordan Palestine. Oh yeah, boy. Honestly, I totally could afford to invade. I could totally take more land, but no. Let's keep it chill. Because after this, I'm totally invading Egypt. Napoleon style. Holy crap. Sina is massive in this mod. Yeah, that looks like it. Yeah, you know what? Fuck Europe. Fuck forming France. We're just gonna be thick in the Middle East. Big brain strategies. Not even going for France. The game is young. The game is very young. We haven't even played 10% through the campaign. We have a lot of time to take France, but only a limited amount of time to abolish democracy and crusade. You know? But for resources, the Levant has what? Olive oil? Damn, it doesn't even have that. Yeah, you do have a point, but like, what else am I supposed to invade? I guess Java, but... Yeah, there really is no excuse not to invade Java, is there? But crusading! Isn't that fun? I think crusading is fun. We're unironically restoring the Kingdom of Jerusalem. That's awesome, right? I love that. Yeah, fuck rubber. I want to get the grace of God. Speaking of the grace of God, restoration of the monarchy. Here we fucking go. Yes, absolute monarchy. None stand above me, except God. I see Egypt and Indonesia. I mean, yes. To be fair though, conquering Egypt will take a while, but... Yeah, maybe I shouldn't expect to conquer the whole thing. Also, don't tell me the dual monarchy is actually winning this time. That would be bloody annoying. Holy fuck, he actually is. How? Oh, did Spain not join? Damn it, Spain, why not? Dude. Fucking traitor. No, that's not fun. Oh well. Why are you allowing the rabble to protests? I'm not allowing them. Like, every time those events pop up, I commit, like, unironic war crimes. Long live the Duke. Yes, long live the Duke of Provence, Duke of Toscana. I guess Duke of Ferrara? No, Modena. Modena was a duchy, right? I think so.
Hello there.
This game doesn't really tell you, does it?
Follower.
Nice work for the follow. Oh god. Zoom in. Yeah. Billeda Tom 67. I really do appreciate it. I'm not really king of India, am I? I'm king of Madurai. Or Sultan? No. Yes. Madurai was Muslim, I think. So. Then again, I'm only basing that off knowledge I have from Empire Total War, so that might not be the best source of historical knowledge, but you know, we do what we got, or we do with what we got. More Nigeria memes. Damn, you sound like my bloody comment section. Just conquer, just conquer that, GreenFors. Just conquer that. Like, dude, do you not see my infamy? I cannot do that. Like I love you, John. You know that, but like, I just, and I love my comment section too. I shit on it all the time, but don't tell the comment section that I do that. But you know, it's just sometimes you get like the comment section on YouTube sometimes just makes it like, did you watch the video? Like I have no room in my infamy. I don't know how you expect me to just conquer all of France. Like, that's not how that works, mates. That's not how this game works. Like, dude. What the fuck? Time to... Yes. Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? Hey, they're willing to give up. So the question is, do we let them give up? I say yes, actually. No. The king is absolute. The king says yes. The Kingdom of Jerusalem has been established. Yeah, we can dissolve the upper house, which is good fun and all, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to bother until I have... ooh. So we can do ruling party only, which kind of worked out last time, and I think I'll try and do that again. I mean, last time it led to the complete destruction of the entire kingdom, but, you know, maybe this time it'll totally... Like, no, actually, no. Not maybe. Definitely. This time it'll definitely work. Trust me. Or don't. It doesn't matter. It's an absolute kingdom. Wasn't the Kingdom of Jerusalem ruled by German princes? No, it was Normans, right? And I guess some dumbass nationalists would argue that the Normans were German. I mean, they had no actually relation to Germany, did they? They were Scandinavians. Well, it was like 1% Scandinavian, or more less than that. Like, I would guess like 0.5 3% plus a bunch of locals who mix together to become. Yeah, I guess the Franks. Yeah, you do have a point, Job. But they were called Normans. Place in the sun, really? How does that make any sense? Yeah, I'm not sure this works properly. Someone remind me to look into this. Actually, no one remind me to look into this. Someone remind me to make God of Cheese figure out what the fuck's going on here. Why can I do both? Like, they're not... That's weird. Do they have colonies? Fuck, there's no good way for me to see there, is there? No, they don't. Alright, let's start Don't Risk. Demand concession. Hopefully we'll get lucky and... and we can add 2 concessions. Educate yourself. I mean, I would educate if I wasn't streaming, but... Yeah, I've seen that. Also, fuck extra credits. Like, I am not a guy who normally rages against the left-leaning media, but extra credits is, like, insane. Are you guys high? No. Ah, damn it. Okay, let's keep the game running so at least I pretend like I'm playing. And maybe also pay attention to the industry. Well, I guess I am actually making the industry kind of happen, aren't I? Well, I can't really afford anything, so... Cement factory it is. Actually, I can totally fund that. I can totally fund that. I can totally... Wait, no, economy crashed. Or, no. Ah, it's hard to understand. Yeah, as I said, keep the game running so that we can all pretend that I'm actually playing the game instead of Googling the list of the kings of Jerusalem. Most of the Crusaders who settled there were of French origin. Yeah. I need just a list. Surely Wikipedia has this. Kings. King of Jerusalem. Here we go. Kings of Jerusalem. No, fucking hell. Where's the list? There it is. Okay, never mind. Yes, the first king was Baldwin. He was born in Lorraine, which I guess is not a very good. That just opens up the question whether or not he was French or German, doesn't it? It was Count of Edessa. Yes. No, he married a Norman noblewoman, so I wasn't completely wrong. Yeah, so he was not Norman. The Normans were in Antioch, I guess. Baldwin the Second. Vincent. Yeah, I don't think there were that many Germans, to be honest. House of Anjou. They were mostly Franks. I mean, yes, plenty of Germans, but the kingdom was established in the First Crusade. Later on, the Holy Roman Emperor went to the Holy Land. He drowned in a river, though, as anyone who has seen John Green talk about it. And here I go shitting on extra history, or extra credits. Richard the Lionheart, he didn't even do that much, though, but... I'm trying to get a Deseret game to work in the divided states mod and I'm having trouble increasing force limit. I'm landlocked, so immigration is not an easy option. You can still get immigrants just because you're landlocked, right? You just have to democratize, which is sad, but I could be high, though SMB, I do not know what that means, had to drug me because I... What? Yeah, I don't know. Wait, divided states mod seems fun. Yeah, someone linked that. Not that I'm gonna play it, but I'm here for your chat. How many driten? Bashiraven. Forgot about that. Why didn't you remind me, chat? Never mind, fuck you, chat. Absolutely useless. Oh, let's not tell GreenFors that he's mobilized. I thought we were a team, chat. What is this? Also, I'm not showing screen, am I? No, I am actually, huh? How about that? Ooh, what language is that? Irish? For some reason, I always imagined that Irish is, like, not that nice. It might just be because their English accent is such rubbish. Scottish? Okay. Gaelic, then. Also, yeah, people who call Scottish Gaelic Scottish piss me off. The majority of the people of modern-day Scotland have, like, they were never Celtic. Well, I guess they were Celtic, but they're no more Celtic than the English are. And everyone mostly agrees that the English are not Celtic, so... Like, anyone from the lowlands in Scotland are Germanic. They're just as Anglo-Saxon as the rest of England. The difference is they are different kingdoms, and so they became different people. So I, of course, do not say that the lowlands are English. That is not even remotely what I am saying. But they're not Gaelic. Oh wow, we actually got that for free, didn't we? Ha! Ha ha! They're not, though. Fuck it, and now you're gonna make me Google the thing again. So this website is probably trash, but like, look at the map. You see how the shit like goes a bit up into, like, look at that. Areas of Britain settled by the boys. You see how that stretches into the lowlands? And it got even worse later on. Like, by the time Scotland was a thing, when was that? Like, I'm not saying that the Scottish do not have their own land, or like their own language. Obviously the Scottish, they have. The Scottish speak Scottish Gaelic in the north, and they speak Scots, well, they used to speak Scottish. Yeah, they are Scottish. That's what I say. They are Scottish. Scottish people who speak Scots. I'm trying to tell you, they are not English. Of course they're not, but they are Germanic. Right? No, I'm not gonna stop. Yeah, the Orkneys should be returned to Norway, but the lowlands of Scotland should not be returned to England because they're not English. It's Scots. As in, they speak Scottish, and they are, like, well, once again, I do not call Scottish, or I do not call Scots Scottish, nor do I call Scottish or Scottish Gaelic Scottish. Because both of those two languages are the native languages of Scotland, and so none of them deserve the single term of Scottish. Right? Oh my god, they're actually winning it. Fuck you, dual monarchy. Yeah, I don't think we're going to become the kings of France anytime soon. Oh well, at least we're the kings of Jerusalem now, I guess. Hey, and we're a great power. That's also fun. Win? You didn't win shit. What are you on about? I never said that Scotland was English. I literally said that it's not. But the idea that Celtic/Gaelic is the native language of all of Scotland is it's not true. It's not at all true. Like fucking meme lords from Edinburgh teaching their kids Gaelic because, oh, this is the native language of Scotland. That's just not true. Their quote-unquote native language is Scots, which is not English. Like, I speak English, but I do not understand Scots. But people who use these, like, it's basically like this nationalistic myth that Scotland is a purely Celtic nation, which it isn't. And people who are offended by that are silly, because, like, why are you offended that you're not purely Celtic? Celts are not better than Germanic people, and Germanic people are not better than Celts. Like, be proud of who you are, and not who your nationalistic government tells you should be. Northern Macedonia. Scotland is Celtic, but most speak a Germanic language. Well, I mean, by that logic, England is Celtic too, because, like, when the Anglo-Saxons and Jutes invaded Britain, they colonized all of the west coast, including Edinburgh. So Edinburgh is just as Celtic as London is. And so, by that logic, the English are just as Celtic as the lowland Scottish. Like, that's cool. If you want to agree with that, that's up to you. You define things how you will after you're the Scottish person, but you cannot deny that. Edinburgh is just as Germanic as London is. Yeah, I mean, at least I don't say Edinburgh, so at least we can all unite in that, eh? Right? Please? My grandmother is German. I am German. But how does that matter? How does anything, like... Basically, what I'm arguing is that, like, the quote-unquote native language of Scotland is not Gaelic. The native language of Scotland is Gaelic and Scots. I would be mad at Scotland being German as a... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There is a city in the US called Edinburgh. Yeah, during the First World War, people were a bit spooked about... Actually, no, that's not really about the First World War, is it? It's just that the Americans get freaked out the second you try and pronounce things a bit spicily. Hey, there we go. Infamy reductions. Woo! Now we can really do cancerous things against Egypt. Plantagenet wants to ally. Honestly, I would prefer Burgundy. And they lost the war, didn't they? You absolute shits. You actually lost against the dual monarchy. Damn it.
Hello there. Follow it.
Thanks so much for the follow, though. Soft Prussian. Thank you, thank you. Sorry for having to take like a break from talking every time break from talking and playing every time I have to read the chat. Basically, it doesn't show up in my chat for some reason, so I have to like look at my own stream, which is a bit silly, but whatever. Burgundy, please let us be friends. Oh, yeah, actually, I guess I could ally this guy, because he... Actually, no, you're trash. Wait, where did your army go? Okay, never mind. Fuck you, I'm not allying you. I'm not going to ally a person whose army has removed itself from the plane of existence. That seems like it's not very useful. Alright, let's redo this whole thing. Let's start abolishing the rights of the people. Yeah, no more press rights. No more meetings, no more anything. This liberal revolution can only be beat in one way, and that's abolishing freedom. The Plantagenets will be conquered. Oh yeah, it's a very good point, honestly. I totally need to invade the Plantagenets. I mean, if they have no army, I can totally get away with it, can't I? I mean, they're French. Yeah, Plantagenetian. They have the same color as the French. And I'm not really French, but I accept the French, so... Like, I'm Provincial, but... Which is this game's version of Occitan. I mean, it's not even in the same language family as the French, but that's the thing, right? In the same way that the people of France, even if they speak languages from different language families, you know, the Occitan and the Langue de Oil or whatever, the group of languages that French is a part of, they can come together and form a beautiful nation, and that goes for Scotland too. The Lowland Scots and the Highland, well, not just the Highlands, but you know, the Highland Gaelic boys can come together and form the glorious nation of Scotland. Shame that whole independence referendum didn't really work out. And again, maybe it's for the best, because, you know, we're seeing how much cancer happens when people try and disturb the status quo, like with the British trying to go out of the EU and whatnot. Scotland will never be free. So yeah, should we ban Slovakia? Well, then again, I guess no. Scotland should not be free unless they want to, right? And they voted, and they said Scotland does not want to be free. And so if Scotland does not want to be free, then of course they shouldn't be. Right? Democracy. Democracy is the key to just stuff. Seriously though, I need a great power ally. Burgundy, please, I beg you, be my friend. You do know I love you, Burgundy. I mean, in this alternate reality, you're actually a monarchy, so now we can actually really be friends. I'll say, whose idea was it to bring the defense general to fight against the Egyptians? Nah, that wasn't very smart, was it? Just the S&P agitating for nonsense to disguise their whole shit policies. They voted against Brexit. Your grandma and grandpa came from the Banat. No. There aren't really that many Germans today in Banat, are there? I have a Romanian guy in my Discord, and I know for a fact that Romanians do not take very kindly to minorities. They're pretty, you know, they would definitely prefer it if they just gave up on their own national identity and just accepted becoming Hungarian already. Plus, you know, the whole expulsions of all the Germans after World War II, but that's a bit of a different story. This is cool though, I'm actually like crusading. Alright, excellent. Oh, Iraq is showing up. How about that? Who would have guessed that the Iraqis would reject the idea of European colonialism and crusading? I don't really know why I said that. It's not like Iraq has a history of doing that. Iraq just wanted to invade Kuwait because of oil, so in that way they're just like Middle Eastern Americans. So likely no more UK. Yeah, it would be interesting. Honestly, I think the UK just needs to try again. You know, another Scotland independent vote and another Brexit vote. Obviously, the current situation is silly because the majority of British people don't want to leave the EU, and as a result, they vote for politicians who want to not leave the EU, but they have voted for leaving the EU, and as a result, the politicians can't do anything because the politicians don't want to leave the EU, the people don't want to leave the EU, but the politicians have an obligation to leave the EU, and so everything just is a stalemate. Like, it's an utter mess. My great-grandparents were socialists in the Weimar Republic, and from that left, right, and... sorry. And left right before the Night of the Long Knives. Oh, damn. Your 13-year-old grandmother. It's really fucky how, like, our generation still, like, has... Well, most of the World War II boys and girls are dead at this point, but... It's really freaky how they lived at the same time as we did. Like, I remember my grandmother telling us stories about, like, when she was, like, a poor farmer in, like, the hills in Trøndelag. Trondheim is the city, not the region. And she remembers still how the Germans showed up on the farm and were like, hey, we occupy you now, so, you know, that's a thing. I mean, they already knew that because, you know, radio. Actually, did they? I don't actually know that, but yeah. She still remembers the Germans showing up. I don't know if they asked for food or how that whole thing worked. I was very young when that story happened. She didn't die that long ago, but I was a bad grandchild and I didn't really ask around for the details. I really do regret that now, actually. I feel like I missed out on a lot of good stories. That's interesting. And ended up joining the US Army to fight Japan in the Pacific. Dang. Did he live, John? Speaking of living, or the opposite, let us demand more concessions. What should we demand from the Egyptians? I really want Lower Egypt, but I don't think I can get that, so... Either we take Lower, or we take Middle Egypt, or we take Cyrenaica. My instinct... Well, I mean, I know that this is a better Actually, this is... Well, no, cotton. Yeah. I guess that is pretty good, actually.